Have you read the book by your predecessor, Tun Abdullah Badawi, the new book called Awakening, the Abdullah Badawi Years in Malaysia? In the book, the former Prime Minister, his predecessor, was quite critical of Dr. Mahathir about a lot of things. Have you read the book, or you are too afraid to read it?
I read parts of it.
You only read the parts that were nice to you? Or?
No, the parts that was critical of me.
You have read it?
Yes.
And
he says that if he had followed my advice, Malaysia would be bankrupt.
Yes, you said that. In fact, he wrote, I'll read it to you. He said that if I had given in to the pressure from Dr. Mahathir to continue with his pet mega projects, Malaysia would be bankrupt by now. He said that. Is it true or not?
Well, if you look at the so-called mega projects during my time, there are so many of them. So actually, Malaysia should have been bankrupt during my time. Because I spent so much money building towers, building Twin Towers, bridge to Penang, highway all the way from south to north, new airports, new ports. All those things consume a lot of money. We should have been bankrupt. If I had stepped down earlier, I'm quite sure that Malaysia will not have Penang Bridge, will not have Twin Towers, will not have KLIA Airport, will not have anything. Then, of course, the government will be very rich because we don't spend money at all.
So you don't think he was telling the truth?
No, I think if we were bankrupt, the country would be bankrupt today. I didn't see anything being done. In fact, the country now has even more revenue than during my time. The oil revenue in my time was relatively small, but the country was not bankrupt. It's never been downgraded by the international grading companies and all that. And Malaysia was regarded as having a sound finance at the time of 1997 compared to Thailand. We were told that we have a sound finance. And when they attacked our currency, we did not borrow any money. We did things in our own way to recover. So it's a disappointment for the people who wanted to bankrupt us. Of course, if the currency had fallen in value, we would be bankrupt. Even under such stress, Malaysia was not bankrupt. Of course, Dato' Abdullah doesn't build anything, doesn't spend any money. But I keep on telling people, if you keep money, you lose money. Because over time, there will be inflation, which means that the value of money will go down. So don't keep money, please spend money, but wisely.
Wisely. He said that once you are retired, you are retired. You should not interfere with your successor. If there's anything you are unhappy with, you can always offer your views privately. Why bring it up in public and make life difficult for him?
Yeah, I think I was the cause of his being rejected as president of the party and lost his prime ministership. I feel that a person should retire and not interfere with the government. But when you see the government doing something that is damaging to the country, it is your duty to criticize. And that's what I did, because if I want to talk to him, he doesn't want to listen. He doesn't even want to meet me. And he did not allow ministers to talk to me, prevented me from speaking in public, asked people who invited me to talk, to withdraw their invitation. So how could I talk? I had to start my own blog on the internet.
Yeah,
and then I put
writing his own blog, yes.
Yeah. And that's how I managed to give my opinion.
So do you talk to the current Prime Minister?
Yes, I do.
Do you criticize him in public?
When he listens to me, I don't see why I should criticize him in public. But someone who doesn't want to see me, doesn't want even his ministers to see me, so I had no choice but to talk in public.